Bless up all of the mothers that do them daily. Bless up all of the fathers that do them daily. And bless up all of the youths who are honor them parents. Yeah, man, where they are getting our next reasoning. Upon the journey so far and thing, And I was thinking about the songs that I recorded for Calbut, I remember saying at the first now, I go to studio if I go really take in the whole kind of studio atmosphere. So film place, there one place called Mar Valley off of Washington Boulevard with people who know them ends there. So that's how we go tonight. I had some success that night in terms of in the what I was bringing to music. Kind of like my approach. Yeah, so I start go up there most mornings for linking. And for me it was like being at work. So I treated it from day one that I want to learn music, how this thing is constructed, because I know the impact of songs on me, songs from back in the day. From your youth I hear certain songs like even instrumentals like House Is Not a Home, the saxophone version. Big tune. Big tune. So I wonder how them do it, so it just seems so mystical. So I don't want to forget under the cover now to find out how this thing works. So I would make sure so when I leave out, I have my food, and I have my drink, and whatever else I carry feed there. So when I go up there now, I don't have to go nowhere. I don't have to go to a shop, I don't have to go nowhere unless I want to. So from the time I reach, I get to settle in with him, watch how him set up the studio, and them time the way I use tape. Film studio did I use, I think, I don't know if it's a 1/4 inch, 16 track tape. So like I said, them put on the beer framework and the songs, and then they would have go to our next studio now where I have live drums and 2-inch tape, which I would have get to learn about a little more from this. And I'd get a bigger sound, because the tape necessarily it dictates the quality of the sound. The more space you have on the tape, just like on a record, physical record, the more space you have in the groove, the bigger the sound. So a man used to do a certain amount on an 8 track or an 8 dot or a 16 track, and then take it to a next studio and do other overdubs. So that's how the thing used to work. So I can say him just a start out. And in meeting him now, this was what some of the great things now that start to happen. We meet Steelie and Cleavie mother, and she used to help me with songwriting and talk about the need to make sure that you have certain spirituality in your music. So even if it's a lover's rock, you still have to call your name. And she would help you, or she helped me rather, in terms of just constructing a song, not having just words, but a song. Something that is, it have a different segment, the intro, the verse, them and so on, and bridge if you have bridge, etc., outro and so forth. So them things them I get to learn. We get to learn in terms of the whole different influencers from Coxsone. Cause Richie was a man him obsessed with all them history of the thing, So this is one of the things where we used to do when we link up. We used to sit down and talk about the different producers and how them bring what them bring to the music. So Coxsone was a big one for him. Coxsone was a influence that had a real impact on him when he tried to emulate. Anything where Coxsone do, him try to emulate. Cause him play a keyboard. And him used to like Joke Reed, but him used to like Coxsone more. What him used to say about Joke Reed, I'm going to tell you shortly, because that's the next side to the brother when we did get to find out. And then the last one now in the whole light, even though him love Channel 1, it was King Tubby's. King Tubby's was the next one where have a sound where influence how him want to run film studio. So he had a very clear idea from day one. And it's in these reasonings now with him I get to appreciate of more the keyboardists and the bass player and the songwriters and all the mechanics that were needed to make the thing what we call music work, Next person I get to meet was Bonnie Diamond's son, because Bonnie Diamond, out of Mighty Diamonds, and they have him son up there, so. And Richie did I try to bring him through, in terms of helping him, hone him in his sound and kind of develop him writing and such delights. But me never really get that involved with that part of it with him. But me know say them man they used to frequent the studio. And Richie uncle is Ansel Collins, great keyboardist. So through Richie now, I get to meet Ansel. So the first me I meet Ansel Collins, and when I meet Ansel Collins now, you get a next level of the history of the thing. If they're around them man and the amount of tune them play, the amount of hits with them play. Good thing going, international herb, and he make staggerlag with him. Too much tune, man. Even straight up to Natty King Guns go to town. So we get to meet him now. So he's a very pivotal man now, this in my music career. Very, very pivotal. You know, and I was very fortunate for just dropping him on so quickly. But the next person now who was highly influential from a different perspective was Keith Francis, who used to play bass in a chalice and him play for Alpha Blondie for the longest time. So while I go to the studio, I learned the craft from Richie. And Richie was a man where he have enough youths around him. He have enough people who want to work with him. Some were known, but most of them unknown. But the energy there, talented youth, them like Lion Cub, Blackout, and certain other man were they amongst them there. No, Lion Cub never amongst him. I don't think Blackout did it. Them did it in our next project. But them did go introduce through him same way. So him have them youth there around him, a next brethren named Timer. And Timer they know, and the whole of them are going and them do them song and Ray and such the likes. So me know him have a kind of favoritism towards me. Yes, Papa! My first album, Solid Ground, and my latest album, Stand Up Firm, are both available on all usual platforms. Check them out. Saying. You know, him have a kind of favoritism towards me. So I used to use my name. Through me come to the studio, anytime I fall out to the studio, make sure I have my food, my herb, if I carry herb, because sometimes I just carry herb and give man through certain link, you know. And I have my juice or whatever it is. So I don't have to leave. We are next man, a turn up, is not prepared, his song is not prepared, and he's not prepared. He's just a turn up. So I used to use my name and I cuss man all the time. But same time, you know, sir, Richie not so easy at the same time, you know, because I'm our side where he used to admire. He used to admire Joe Creed, because Joe Creed have him gone. And Joe Creed used to bust him gun when music sweet him. So I see him when him look upon himself now, you know, cause most time when I leave from the studio, you know, and I go back down in a Richmond Park. By the time I reach, I'm outside that I call me. And we're up on the phone for about 2 hours now. We just talk about music. And we just deconstruct music. And we are look on Bob Marley to Dennis Brown. Or we are look on all kind of singer. Because I used to like, choose a Waterhouse man. I used to very much interested in a Junior Reid and Michael Rose, a different sound in a Black Oro and them things. So one night, you know, during one of them reasoning, him say Kush-I. I tell you the truth, you know. I apply for my license gun, you know. Kind of them boy come round here and try, you know. I bust some shot, you know. And them have a little giggle where him used to love to giggle. And him just giggle after that. So I know the same as a man. Him have a different side to him, you know. But true, me I'm favorite, him show me a certain level of respect. But the other man, them know, some of them him used to draw down pan. So the thing with him though was him want to work with the youths. Him want to work with the youths. Richie want to work with him. Him just see talent and him just say, sure. As long as you have the attitude and you're willing to put in the work, he will work with you. So that's what him used to love with me, because anytime him invite something, I'm go home, I'm listen it. I try to look for ways to improve the thing. So me that show reasoning now, me that show him what I try to achieve, and the whole we try to work together to make those changes, if they make sense. So I saw Richie stay. Richie want you to involve. Richie want you to progress. He want to find the diamond them in the rough. I saw him stay. But you see, Keith now, because Keith is a man, him tour the world. Him see everything. Tour Africa and all them places with Alpha Blondie. So in a film head now, him know say him proficient in a film trade. So him just want talent we ready make now, cause him know if he make a song. Keith know if he make a song. Him know if he make something we sound like a hit. Him know if he do that. So him no want an artist a forward pan film with him. We're not up to the job. And I get it. So it was just two different mindsets, cause I don't know if Keith at the time was the musical director, but him did have a power in the thing. And this may I get to find out. Because look more from when we did start work with Richie, you know. Some money did run. Because him build on a little section on him house. And him have proper vice room rather. And him have him desk. I think I did one 16-track Soundcraft, which was very impressive at the time. It gave a very good sound. So it's some money did I run. It's only little more me I go find out where the money did come from. But at the time it just said, well, maybe the way I do. I work. So him could have given man position, like musical director and so on. So that I think was Keith's role. So Keith did have a say in our go on. But most of the artists them never like Keith, because enough of them learn them craft as me say. So and certain people work harder than others for improve them craft. So they want a lot of them, how put it, them focus on words, and which is not a words man. Richie is a melody man. He want to hear melody, and sometimes the melody need out of key. As a matter of fact, one day, you know, a brethren in come with a woman from Ochi. And him did a work with Richie, you know. And Richie gave him a task to complete. Go practice, I don't know, maybe go practice a certain skill. Or him would have do that, I don't know, but he gave him the work. But since he get the work, Richie don't see him for weeks. So one day we do outside the studio, me, him, time, and some of the other man, I sit down. And we just see this bridge and I walk across the car park, I come forward towards the gate. And when he reach the gate now, Richie say, I come here, I come back now. From them time now, me ask if you come back, come finish up the work. It's now you come back. And the brother they look bush out and nice and everything, and the woman they dress up nice and everything. So he knows it's a big occasion. Either if you come to the studio or if they are town, one of the two. And Richie and the brother say, well, he never really have the funds for roll forward and come finish the work. But Richie never business. So Richie say, come. And then go inside the studio. He say, you study when me tell you to study? And the brother say, yes. So Richie say, alright. So Richie lick the middle C on the keyboard. So when he lick the middle C, the boy make D. So he lick it again and the brother make F. I know him can't lick the C. So Richie just blow up on him in front of everybody and say, I them something I might talk about. Then slap me say I might talk about. So him want the youth them to go in and him want to work with the youth them, but him have decided to him when him don't play. You have to turn up with the goods. You know, you have to show say you're invested in your craft. So that was his philosophy versus Papa Keith philosophy of how to make a song. And look more from this. He and I done a number of recordings and get to a stage where it's more times just me and him in the studio. We have spent so much time together, and that was, you know, a crucial time for me because, like I said, I can ask all the stupid questions, I can listen to the reasoning them and pick up X, Y, Z and learn how the thing go. The business as well as the music. So, he present me with a contract one day and want me to sign the contract. I can't remember the full details of the contract, but there was a few artists within the camp, myself, Time, and one and two others, who he felt, yes, we have to start hold them down to something and start investing in them. Well, I saw I did see it at the time, investment. So things did reach a stage where I did feel, say, yes, man, you know, there's an artist. I start to take shape. You know, but we are going to learn some more about the source of the income and what it means for the business, the music and the relationships the next time we all are joy. Until them times, go and bless it up.